This is Dave J. Tuesday. Hi, it's your old pal Dave J. from New York City. Songwriter, performer, storyteller, characters. Welcome to Dave J. Tuesday. It's Dave J's original holiday songbook. Tonight on Dave J. Tuesday. Oh, you may have noticed the official Dave J. Tuesday tumbler glass. Well, we have it for sale, and now you can purchase it too for your glassware collection. That's right, also makes a great gift. Check out the info on this and other fine Dave J. Tuesday items right here. Okay, let's proceed with the show, shall we? We're going to begin tonight with a song that I just recently released. It's called Santa Forever. This came about when a pal of mine, I've mentioned him to you before, Mr. Brandon Wild, he came to me and said, Dave, you know, a buddy of mine, John Maria, has a company, Joma Music. They're a publisher. They're looking to put together a compilation CD, that was compact disc back in the day, you may recall, of Christmas songs that sound like they're from the early 60s girl groups a la the Ronettes, but made popular again back then by the likes of Amy Winehouse. So I immediately got inspired and set out to write a song to submit to Mr. Joma himself. So I wrote this song, Santa Forever. Originally, I wrote it to a concept. I often, as a songwriter, will write with a concept in mind. And in this case, I came up with the phrase, Santa Forever. Yes, and to me, that meant Santa, he's eternal. He lives on inside of all of us. Very simple, right? Best things are simple. I wrote this song. Len Monticello helped perform and produce it in his Soundtronic studio. Was working with Len a lot in those days, working on a lot of recordings I've done with him. And it came out great. I was so happy with it, but I knew it had to have that female voice singing it because of the early girl groups and the early 60s girl groups and the Amy Winehouse-esque-ishness, if you will. And so I contacted my friend Rhea. On the track, she goes by Mia Crosby because, to tell you the truth, she's a punk rock singer and she didn't want to be affiliated with this genre. And so basically, I had her sing my original lyric version, as I'll call it, and we submitted it to John Maria at Joma, and he loved the track, thought she sounded great, thought the track sounded great, but wasn't crazy about the lyrics. After all, he said, it has to have that Eartha Kitt Santa baby thing where, you know, Santa, please bring me a boy for Christmas. And I was like, oh God, no, not this. This is terrible. This is a terrible idea. Yes, I get it. But I wrote this highfalutin word of the day.
Word of the day.
Highfalutin concept. And it broke my heart to consider changing it. But we argued back and forth. I remember we had one night we were on the phone up till like from 10 at night till 1 in the morning arguing, trying to come up with alternative lyrics that maybe still fit that at least I could respect myself in the morning, as it were. And but no go. He just was relentless. And I had the choice. My friend Brandon and I talked about it the next morning. He said, look, Dave, it's a good lesson for you in the industry. You can either just not change it, and he probably won't include it, but, you know, hey, you stand your ground, that's up to you, and you can do that, that's no biggie. Or you take a chance, you give him what he wants, and well, I decided for the opportunity, for exposure, and to make some money, I would make the changes that he wanted, and I did so, and we had my friend Rhea re-record the lyrics. And I'm going to play you that song later in the show, that version, because we also made a little video for it here in my apartment, and I'll show you a little behind the scenes photos and stuff like that. But first, as promised, because what happened last year as I was playing in assisted living facilities, I old original lyrics out and relearned my version of Santa Forever, the original, and started playing it in children's hospitals and assisted living facilities, and they loved it. They just let me know that, oh, Dave, this is a hit. Every time I'd go back, please play that one again. That's Santa Forever. Oh, wow, I was so flattered, and I was enjoying it. And I said to myself, it's about high time that I officially record my version of Santa Forever and put it out. And so I had been getting together with my friend Danny Weinkoff at his Red Pants studio, and we already had a lot of it recorded with Lenny playing on it and me, and in the original key. I forgot to mention we had to change the key for Rhea as well. Change the key for Rhea. It's like a new song idea here, but we'll get back to that later. No, we won't. Anyway, without further ado, here is the original version of Santa Forever, performed by yours truly, with Danny Weinkoff and Len Monticello also playing and co-producing the track. Check it out. Santa sometimes? Santa forever.
Santa forever, ever and ever. He'll live on and on. He'll never be gone. Santa's alive in everyone. There's a time and place each year when Santa spreads his special cheer. In just one night he makes it clear that Santa Claus is always here. Santa forever, ever and ever. He'll never be gone. He'll live on and on. Bags full of timeless love as he flies through wintry skies above. That's some ho-ho-hope you hear, flown first class by 8 reindeer. Santa forever, ever and ever. He'll live on and on. He'll never be gone. Santa's alive in everyone. Old Saint Nick sits on his own, alone all year at the North Pole. Cake and tea with Mrs. Claus. They're so eternal now because he's Santa Claus. Santa's forever. Santa forever, ever and ever. He'll live on and on. He'll never be gone. Santa forever, ever and ever. He'll live on and on. He'll never be gone. Santa's alive in everyone.
Well, as you fine folks already know, yours truly, Dave J, is a lover of covers. Of course, I'm talking about the cover songs. Mind you, I wouldn't mind being under the covers right now with a few Z's under my belt, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but you'll work it out. So without further ado, here for you now is Cover Lover, Holiday Edition. bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Well, I mentioned my friend Brandon Wild just a short while ago, and it's time to mention him again because this next track is a song that I co-wrote with Brandon and co-produced. It's still a little bit in a rough form, and we never really finished it, but I wanted to share it with you because I've really enjoyed listening to it again recently. It's a song about the mistletoe. We all know the mistletoe. You get under it and you kiss someone that you want to kiss, hopefully. Jeez. Anyway, we were recording some of my other songs, and I was in his studio, his Studio 76, I believe he calls it, in Brooklyn, and I had said to him, hey, I was always on about, look, if Irving Berlin, the great Jewish composer, could write a Christmas song, then these Jewish composers, you and me, Brandon, we could write ourselves one too. We'll show them. So we bandied around some ideas, and we came up with this tune. I don't really remember much other than we originally had a title called Waitin' for Christmas, and then in parentheses, Under the Mistletoe. But I thought about it recently, having listened to it again, as I said, and decided probably better served to go with the simple, again, keep it simple, the lesson of the day, and we're just going to call it Mistletoe. Enjoy.
I'm waiting for Christmas to finally steal a kiss under the mistletoe.
Okay, folks, well, it's time to let loose and have some fun. After all, everyone takes these culture wars very seriously. I understand why, certainly, but here at Dave J. Tuesday, this here is a place for having fun. And this next song is another that I wrote in 2009, recorded at Len Monticello's studio, with Len performing on the track and co-producing along with me. And it was based on this concept that Bill O'Reilly had been talking about with his culture war stuff for some time, about people not wishing each other a Merry Christmas or saying Happy Holidays instead and all of this. And, you know, my defense mechanism is comedy. And Bill O'Reilly had argued that we should be wishing each other in America a Merry Christmas because, after all, Christmas is a federal holiday here in the United States. And so I thought, well then, why not wish you a very merry federal secular holiday? Yeah, here's the video. Oh, I made the video with Evan Seplow, the brilliant video man himself, with whom I've been making this zombie buddy comedy feature film I've mentioned to you before called Trumpocalypse. But for now, here, going back to 2009, here's a video I did with Evan. Check it out.
It's a very merry federal secular holiday. That's why public buildings close across the land. The separation of church and state leads us to say we are Santa Claus's biggest fans. Put up your decorations, there's no denomination and no discrimination. Celebrate, give all your presents out, that's what it's all about, and why I'm so devout to make it a great, very merry federal secular holiday. Scrooge and Jimmy Stewart make their point again. The mistletoe will help promote a sense of play. The food is never better, dude, it's zen. We don't want to offend our Muslim, Jewish, and Hindu friends, so all our rules will bend to include them too. We're in a culture war, but what are we fighting for? 'Cause can you be so sure we can't merge our views? Agnostic, what will you do? 'Cause there's no God-given holiday for you. The only way to make it through a very merry federal secular holiday, a day to share for everyday Americans. There's enough to go around, that's why I say we're all Santa Claus's biggest fans. So have a very merry federal secular holiday.
Dear Dave, thank you for believing in me. Also, thank you for the CDs, which I will listen to after finals. Enjoy the holidays, Marie. Oh, you're back. Well, here is a holiday-esque greeting card given to me by my former neighbor but still friend, Marie. Marie had moved into the building several years ago. As I said, she's since moved out, and she has interest in working in the show biz that is, as a manager, music manager. And so we would talk a lot about the business, and I would encourage her. She's younger than me. You know, you always gotta encourage the youngin. Youngin, word of the day. I don't even know if it's a word.
Word of the day.
And so here's the card a little closer. And on the bottom, you can see it says Winter Magic. So what I decided to do, or I didn't even decide it, what I used to do is just pick up my guitar and let it fly, and I would be inspired by so many things. And this lovely picture with the glitter on everything, I don't know if you could see the glitter. If I move it around, you could see the glitter maybe. And with the title, perfect title, Winter Magic. And I just wrote about this scene, you know. I just thought, God, you know, as I often did, I thought, God, I don't even want to be here in my bleak life. I'd rather be like in there. What's going on in that scene? So that's what I wrote about. Here's a lyric video I put together to share the track with you. Again, another one recorded with Len. Check it out and enjoy.
The treetops glistening in the distance, Santa's sleigh bells, I am listening. Wow, I'm sure he's on his way right now. Play White Christmas, powder blankets, I am prone to reminisce. Seasons come and go, and before long they've come and gone again. What makes it magic is a little song, and I sing it some enchantment. Winter magic, Frosty's hat has landed on my head. I'm a snowman, wishing he was warm with you instead. Melting in my snow bed.
Okay, well, it is that time. We are going to go back to the Santa Forever song that I had told you about with Mia Crosby on vocals, the version that John Maria from Joma wanted. But what we decided to do was go a little bit further and make a music video, real low budget, green screen as they call it. It enabled us to put backgrounds, computer generated backgrounds in behind us, and I'm going to show you a few shots right now of the shoot we did, as I said, right here in this apartment. And the video is shot and directed and edited by my dear pal Sandhya Dahari, who had worked with Evan Seplow. That's how I met her. And so without further ado, I keep using these phrases, I notice. It's getting a little repetitive. I don't know if you can smite me down with your mighty hand if you don't like it. Is your hand that mighty? Well, I hope it's clean. Let's just, it's my mother and me talking now. In any case, here is Santa Forever, starring Mia Crosby, and I make a few appearances in it as well.
Hey guys and gals, welcome back to our program. Rising up the charts with a Yuletide bullet is our next guest. Here's Mia Crosby with Santa Forever. Take it away!
Santa forever, never say never. Your dreams can come true from out of the blue. I long for love, he'll see it through. There's a time and place each year when Santa makes real love appear. In just one night, his gift of glee in the form of just one boy for me. Santa forever, never say never. He'll fly across the sky to bring me my guy. Bags full of timeless love as he flies through wintry skies above. That's some ho-ho-ho view here, flown first class by 8 reindeer. Santa forever, never say never. Your dreams can come true from out of the blue. I long for love, he'll see it through. Santa Claus, look down your list and bring my heart one special gift. To meet a boy, to say I do. Dear Santa, you make dreams come true. I believe in you, and I will forever. Santa forever, never say never. Your dreams can come true from out of the blue. Santa forever, never say never. Can happen for you and those you love too. Always believe he will come through.
I enjoy that, but I have to tell you the truth. This song plays all over the world, particularly all over America, all over the UK, possibly other countries, but it plays in cafes, it plays in department stores, it plays in doctors' waiting rooms. I even heard it in my own physician's waiting room a couple years ago. And because the video is on YouTube for a number of years now, and it always gets a lot of hate, the people in particular who work in these department stores, who have to hear it over and over and over and over every single shift that they work, they hate it. Now this is what's puzzling but fascinating. They hate it so much they must track down the song. They must find out what and where and what they can find out more about this song they hate so, because the time in their lives is not precious enough apparently. But in any case, I'm grateful because every time the song plays in the stores I make 0.0000009 cents a play, and that's not so bad, is it, when it all adds up to millions? But I do okay. But and then the video gets a lot of play on YouTube, as I say. So they say the most hateful things. So when I was at my doctor's office a couple years ago and I heard it, I played dumb. I wanted to ask the staff. I said, does this song play a lot in here? And they go, ugh. But one of them goes, yeah, and I used to work in Sears and it played there a lot too. It's not so bad. It's actually kind of catchy. The problem is they just play it over and over and over, which is exactly, right? Like, also, the lyrics kind of suck. Sorry, Mom, I use the word suck. She doesn't like bad language. Anyway, I'm the first to admit. I've even admitted it when I make responses to their comments and so forth on YouTube. I say, yes, these lyrics are bad. You know. In any case, I want to move along because there's a few more things we have to get to before bringing the show in for a landing. That's right, you know. So, I'm a songwriter. So what do? I write songs. And when it comes to the holidays and things like that, you always have an angle there. So I'm thinking, what hasn't been done? What can I do? Again, I like to think in concepts. And so for this next song I'd like to share with you, another which I did with Len Monticello. I think I played all the instruments. He probably played bass and drums, actually, now that I think about it. But it doesn't have much on it. It's a concept about Santa's daughter. You hear a lot about Mrs. Claus from time to time, but nobody talks about his offspring. So I thought, well, if Santa had a daughter and she and I dated, I bet that could be pretty hot, So, here is Santa's daughter.
Santa's daughter, she grew up with a famous dad. From the heights above the North Pole border, with the best of everything to be had. But she has me under her mistletoe, my wonder of light by candle glow. Best of all, she's my year-long holiday. Ho, 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 turns into hey, hey, hey. Picky little Saint Nicky chose the gift of loving me. She's the nicest kind of naughty under Chrissy Kringle's family tree. 'Cause she's the one for me under her mistletoe, my wonder of light by candle glow. Best of all, she's my year-long holiday. Oh, 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 turns into hey, hey, hey. Sneak right up my chimney. Daughter Christmas waits upon the roof. Her spirit wells up in me under 9 pairs of flying hooves. Count them. Oh, 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 I mean, hey, hey, hey. To marry Santa's daughter, she's sexy and exciting cause she slays me over land and water. I'll become her Mr. Claus. 'Cause she's the one for me under her mistletoe, my wonder of light by candle glow. Best of all, she's my year-long holiday. Oh, 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 turns into hey, hey, hey.
Well, it is time to bring the show in for a landing, but not before we complete the show with just one last song. And then this one is one that I wrote when I was down in Florida visiting my family. They have this little back screened-in area, and what I often like to do in the morning is get my coffee, get my papers and pens and guitar that I keep down there, and bring it out back and practice some songs, but also do some writing. And I'd had this, again, this concept about, no matter what you celebrate, in December, may whatever holiday it is be happy for you. And I wrote the thing down there, as I say, in the backyard of my parents' house. And then my mom would periodically come out and she'd say, "Are you bugging the neighbors?" Because of the noise of the guitar. Every time, she always believes that I'm bugging the neighbors because, well, that's just how it goes. But in any case, so my mom came out. "Hey, Mom, can I share this new song?" I don't know if you'd remember this, Mom, but I said, "Can I share this new song with you?" And I kind of fumbled my way through it. It's pretty straightforward, but has some weird changes, as usual in my songs. And my mom thought it was pretty good, so I went ahead with it. Well, I would have probably anyway, mind you, but it's nice to have the encouragement. And so I recorded it with Len, and this is the other thing. When I workshopped my Beatles show back in 2005, I workshopped my one-man show in which I play all four of the Beatles in this acting workshop called Risk with Brad Calcaterra at an acting studio called Sally Johnson Studios. But since then, Brad purchased it, and now it's called The Studio, I believe, if it's still going. I hope it is. If you're watching, Brad, I hope you're doing well. Any case, in that class, I met all sorts of wonderful actors and actresses who had multi-talents, and one of those people was my friend Monica West. And I called her up and I said, "Hey, Monica, listen, I know you can sing great. Would you come down to the studio and record this song with me? I think it would sound good with male and female vocals and some harmonies and stuff." And she came down. In fact, here are a few photos from the session. Great memories indeed. I hope you're doing well as well, Monica. So, in any case, I want to leave you fine folks with a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Merry Federal Secular Holiday, whatever it is you celebrate indeed. And may all your December holidays be happy.
May all your December holidays be happy, no matter what you celebrate. Always do remember peace on earth and miracles so great. Decorate every face with a smile, man, woman, and child. The season forgiving a little bit more, make every life worthwhile. Let yourself go, have a good cheer. Everyone knows it's that time of year, so I propose everyone here join together now. May all your December holidays be happy, no matter what you celebrate. Always do remember peace on earth and miracles so great. Miracles so great.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. We want to thank you very much. We're grateful for your participation and attendance. Please do leave me commenture down below. That's my term for comments in the commenture section there below, and I will be sure to respond. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful night.